Okay, I'm Ryan Greenspan here with Arturo and Matt Kling. We are going to continue our combine drills for the BKI Pro School of Paintball. The next drill that we have to quantify is a corner sprinting drill. Okay, it's basically a running and shooting drill, and we're doing this on an open field again, and this way is to get rid of all the variables of other bunkers in the way. Now, our objectives as pro players is to be able to shoot accurately downfield while we're running to a corner, ideally hitting into the back center or those guys that are sitting in the blind spots. However, for this drill, we're bringing the field a lot smaller, okay? So we're bringing all the targets up closer, and we're not using any bunkers, we're using markers. So there's cones in each corner, okay? And the idea is you're gonna do 3 sprints out to the cones. So as you're running out to the cones, there are gonna be 3 targets. Each are at 10 inches in diameter. One is at the 75-foot mark in the dead center. One is gonna be closer to you at about 35 feet in the center as well. And then the final target is at 55 feet rather, out here on the tape. The way that this drill is graded is on your overall time between the 3 sprints and your accuracy. You're gonna score 1 point for the close target. You're gonna score 2 points for the target that's closer after that on the right-hand side. And then you're gonna score 3 points for the 50 target there. So you have a total of 6 points in each run, and you're gonna do 3 reps. So your max score is gonna be 18 points total. Now, a couple of questions that we were asked was, when I get to the cone, when does the time stop, or can I stop and continue to shoot? As soon as you reach the cone marker, which is where your bunker would be, that you're gonna have 10 seconds to get back to the start gate and reset. As soon as you get to the cone, you're no longer gonna be able to shoot at any of the targets, so those shots are not gonna count, okay? So if you're standing over there just blasting away, I'm gonna give a 10-second count, and that's your time to get back to the gate. So as soon as you get there, hustle back. Now you're also gonna be running into the issues of paint consumption, because you're allowed to shoot as much paint as you want coming out to the corners, right? But recognize that, so as you're coming back, it's gonna be really important to be proficient. Probably by your 3rd run, you're gonna have to reload. So do that quickly, okay? We're running these with a full pack of 4 pods. I want everybody to do that. That way it's all on an even level. All the targets are sitting at 3 feet high off the ground and a 10-inch diameter, all right? And the distances have all been laid out. And you're gonna run it, again, as soon as you get to the corner, I'm gonna give 10-second count, a 5-second count, a 3, and then go. All right? We're gonna be counting the whole time, so you're gonna know exactly what your overall time is, and we'll subtract the 10 seconds from it. And again, you can go as slowly as you'd like, but the idea is you can rank yourself. If Arturo goes and does the whole thing in under a minute, and he gets 9 points total, that's not a bad score. But if Maddie decides to take it a lot slower and goes at 3 minutes, it takes about a minute per run, but he hits every target and he comes out with 18 points. Coaches and scouts and other players are gonna be able to look at those 2 metrics and judge them and grade whether or not they deem your skill set valuable in that position. Okay, it takes Maddie a lot longer, but he's way more accurate. Arturo is making it out there way faster, his endurance is better. However, he's not as accurate. We can work on that. And then, so we want you guys to challenge yourselves on your moves to the outsides. Okay, so let's go take a look at it.
Go! 10, 5, 3, go! 10, 5, 3, go! All right.
Go! 1, 5, 3, go!
Okay, and that was the running and shooting portion of the combine drill. Now, we realized there's different strategies in doing this, okay? The first target was obviously the easiest, which is why it's worth 1 point. The third target, which is this 50 right behind me, was one of the more difficult targets to hit. However, we found also that if you go 1, 2, and if you miss this one and kind of switch over to the 2-point target, it made that 2-point target kind of harder to shoot also because you didn't have enough time. And then one of the big things that we want to make sure that everybody is doing is you're tagging up every time, and then as soon as you get to the cone, you're either stopping at it or you're running through it. But no matter what, the time stops the second you get to that last cone. So you're not allowed to you're not meant to actually stop and pull up to try to get some extra shots on. Now you can cheat the drill and do that. Of course you can just stand there and shoot all 3 targets and then sprint it out, but that's not the metrics that we're looking for, and that's not the best way to showcase your skills. Now, another thing that was brought up to us was, well, I should just shoot the number 3 target every time, or I should just shoot the number 2 target every time. However, and again, you can do that. However, you want to be as good as possible, okay? So let's practice it and shoot all 3 of them. In the drills, Arturo was able to shoot all 3 on both left and right-handed in one sitting. I hit all 3 kind of sporadically, and Alex hit all 3 actually in one run as well. But we each did it 3 times, and it proved to be a lot more difficult than we thought. And this is a big takeaway when people are doing drills that seem easy, so they just kind of bypass it. This is way too easy because look at how close this is. But in reality, I don't trust anybody to be able to shoot a guy out of the back center on the break if they can't even hit the first target or the second or even all 3 of them, right?
True.
So Arturo definitely had the best time on both sides here, I believe. So Maddie had a time with his left hand at 12.6 seconds, got 8 points. Arturo was 15 points at 13.3 seconds, so he went about a half a second slower, but hit a substantial amount more targets. Let's see, my left, I did 11.43 seconds, so I was quick, but I gave up a lot of accuracy because I only hit 6 targets, right? So you can see a direct correlation of how much faster you go, which is something that obviously I can work on and obviously everybody needs. Now with our right hands, we got a little guest appearance by Alex Fragi, who the first time did 14.5 seconds, 14.57, and hit 10 points. On the second one, he did 10.5 seconds, and so shaved 4 seconds off his time, but only got 9 points. Maddie Kling, 11.91 seconds at 6 points. Arturo, the big winner here again, 12 points at 10.96 seconds, so he had speed, he was the fastest time, and the highest score.
There we go.
And that's practice pays off. And then followed by me, 11 points at 11.62 seconds. So those are some solid metrics for you guys to kind of start off with. Obviously, there can be improvement on all of our behalf, but that was your running and shooting, kind of out to the corners combine drill. And if this becomes more easy or too easy for you, I think what would be really good is you just add 2 more reps. So you do it 5 times. 10 seconds was plenty of time to come back and get reset.
Yeah.
But if you did it 2 more times, your accuracy is going to go down, and these stats also correlate with that as well. So good luck, have fun, and post up your scores and show us how well you guys did at this combine drill.